every level, plus all the blue coins you have to collect in all the levels. It's
well,
like
64 does that pretty well, considering there's a lot to
it
do in
does.
each level. There's only a
Yeah,
few really repetitive ones, but
yeah.
I agree
It's
with
like
with the idea that less stars per level means you can have more levels.
yeah. It's like when you look at Sunshine, it was struggling to meet its quota on that little mini DVD, and what wound up happening was you get 2 or 3 red coin missions per level, um, and you have basically some throwaway missions like the Shadow Mario missions, and some really stupid gimmicky missions that just it's like, why am I pushing a watermelon down? Why does it pop on the slightest contact with something? It's like, okay. And then they really made getting 100 coins in some of the stages a brutal struggle. Gelato Beach, I'm looking at you. Um, yeah, 64 was better, but it's like every stage still had its red coin mission and its 100 coin mission.
Well, the
Uh,
100 coin one is the only one that's overly tedious in 64. The red coins aren't so bad in 64 unless it's...
At least 64 let you pick up the shine for the 100 coin mission, and then just proceed on with whatever it was you were doing. In Sunshine, it's kind of
It takes you out of the level after
it
you get
boots
it.
you out of the level. Yeah, so it treats the 100 coin mission as a separate level, thus artificially prolonging the game even further. Sunshine, the Galaxy games did away with the red coin and the 100 coin missions altogether.
Well, no, the 100 coins are there. They're just prankster comments.
Yeah, the except it's a completely separate mission with its own separate layout, and sometimes with its own really unique challenge, like that Polestar one in the Ghost Galaxy, which is frustrating but actually quite fair when you know how to use the Polestars
I don't
correctly.
know why people say that one's brutally difficult. It's really not. You just have to
You just
survey the level
you have
once,
to
and then just...
you have to sling yourself out and go cockeyed so that you take several lines of coins at once. And you know that's something that they intended for you to do, and they actually capitalized on that several times in Galaxy 2, by the way, because I guess they assume players know to do that. But yeah, that was a really fair and actually really satisfying mission, you know. And there are like the other purple coin missions, which what was it? It's I'm trying to think. There's another one that I particularly liked. I think it was Space Junk Galaxy, where you have to collect purple coins on that disappearing, reappearing platform section within a time limit or something. But I'm getting off track. Galaxy 2, I actually kind of liked its prankster comments. It was
They were fair, but more challenging.
There was a slight bit more variety. I actually got fooled into thinking it wasn't depending so much on stock mission types during the first few worlds, because there was actually a bit more variety in the first few worlds than in the last few worlds as far as prankster comments. They really love speedrun missions in this game.
Yeah.
And, you know, I actually kind of like...
Speed running the Boss Blitz Galaxy. Ugh.
Oh my... I actually did that in one shot, but
I got through the first... You can get through the first 3 in less than a minute 30. But Bouldergeist will fuck you up so much because it's entirely based on what he wants to do. If he doesn't feel like giving good ghost drops, you're screwed.
And then, even if you manage to get that, there's, good old Flaming Dino Piranha waiting at the end, who's a finicky boss, even when you're not, doing it. I was actually kind of dreading the prankster comment in that mission, because I was like...
I knew it was either going to be
they're going to make me do that as a Daredevil run, aren't they? They're going to make me do Flaming Dino Piranha as a Daredevil run, aren't they? Oh my god, no. But it was a speed run, which is manageable, I guess.
Well, it's manageable except for Bouldergeist again, because it's completely relying on what he wants to do and what his boss attack pattern will do.
You know what I kind of liked, actually, was the speedrun missions with the clocks.
Yeah,
partly because it made my inner Crash Warped fanboy squeal, and partly because it did add variety to that one particular mission type, and I can't count the number of times when I was like down to my last 5 seconds, and breathed the most epic sigh of relief upon picking up a clock, and then had to do it all over again for the next clock because I just barely had time to reach the next one.
Particularly in a Bowser's Galaxy generator.
But you know what the funny thing was? The speed run in Stone Cyclone Galaxy was actually easier than the normal mission.
Yeah, it was, because you could abuse shortcuts. And the normal mission, you have to look everywhere for the silver stars. And the speedrun, you can just abuse shortcuts and just speed right through it.
Yeah, it's like I think I spent a grand total of 10 seconds in danger of being squashed. And it's like, what is that last jump? What is that last obstacle? Those two moving platforms. Is that supposed to stop me after all the shit that I've gone through to get here?
No.
I mean, really.
Skip the platforms if you place your jumps right, so there's no point in having them.
It's like an insult or something. And you know what? That green star at the end of that one, the one where you have to get to the final star and then take this massive jump out into the abyss and hope you land on it. It's like, ugh. I hate you, Nintendo.
There was one like that in Rolling Coaster, the first green star. You have to go this one path and then up a particular platform, and then jump at the exact right moment.
You know what I did for that galaxy? I abused jumping up slopes like a motherfucker.
No, when you try and get that green star, you can't get back up.
I managed it. It's like if you really rapid fire the jump button, you can very slowly, very tediously jump up the.
Well, I had like 50 lives at that point, so I found it faster to just kill myself and start.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm not even talking about the first star. I'm talking about the second star. It's like they expect you.
That one was easy. That one was easy. I got that on my first try.
It's like they expect you to roll into a jump or something. It's like, no way. I'm just gonna jump up and make a really slow, precise jump instead of a really fast. It's like abusing physics issues for the win. Speaking of, isn't there a glitch where you can infinitely flutter jump with Yoshi?
Yeah.
It's like, how does that work?
You have to like jump off and like ground pound back onto him or something.
I figured it was something like that.
I don't know exactly how to do it, but it's gonna make the Grandmaster the perfect run really easy once you get to master that.
Because you could take Yoshi everywhere and just flutter jump over everything. Yeah, I don't have the time, and I don't have the time or patience to master a trick like that. Although I think you can do something similar in Devil May Cry 4 if you have timing of the Jedi or something with Nero's Devil Bringer. But I'm getting really off topic, aren't I?
Yeah. What did you think of the motion controls like Rolling Coaster? Speaking of Rolling Coaster, why didn't you use a Rainbow Road theme there?
I was wondering about that too, but
it's like you use the slide theme. The slide theme, why? It's obviously Rainbow Road. You called it freaking Rainbow Road in the mission.
Was it
just use the Mario Kart Wii track? No one will blame
you. Did Rainbow Ride have that theme in Mario 64?
Yes, it did.
Well, that's probably why.
That wasn't a direct reference to Rainbow Road, obviously, from Mario Kart. It just happened to have a rainbow theme to it.
Not that, and it's a slide, but I've always liked the rolling gimmick, so I can't say I complained over much in this one. And
the only complaint I have of the rolling is that one really precise jump you have to make to get the green star. But
yeah, the thing is, the levels they made in this one. For the rolling levels, they were different enough that I didn't feel like I was playing the same game.
Oh, I like the first one it was in where you fought the Chain Chomp. It reminded me so much of Bumper Balls from Mario Party 2. It was awesome.
You know what that reminded me of? The bullies in Mario 64, which I hate. So that was not fun nostalgia for me.
I like that. It reminded me of Bumper Balls from Mario Party 2.
But I like the rolling levels in this one. But what I liked even more, mainly because it was an improvement over something similar in the first Galaxy, was the gliding levels. I didn't like the green stars in the gliding levels. Let me just say that now.
They were so stupid. It's like, let's put one right at the front of the level where you have to... As soon as you gain control, just dive straight down. You have to dive
right at it. Yeah.
And then the second one is so hidden in the background, and the music is so loud you can't hear it.
I wasted so many lives.
It took me 10 lives to find because the music and the sound effects are too loud. You can't hear the twinkling you're supposed to use to find it. and it's so in the background that you can't really see it from any far away until you're practically right on top of it.
Yeah, that was not fun. But what I was saying was I did not like race surfing.
I actually think it's worse in this game, to be perfectly honest, because with race surfing, you're at least on something solid. In this game, it's so finicky as to what you're going to do. It's like sometimes the turning is too tight, sometimes it doesn't pick up your turning at all.
I didn't
Luckily,
have
it's only in 2 levels, so it's not too bad. It's just I found
I
it
didn't
utterly pointless.
I didn't have any problems with that, but mainly it might be because I just take the motion control naturally. I don't know why I do, but I do.
I don't. I hate the motion control, and I wish Nintendo
But
would stop putting it
the
in games that don't
thing
need it.
the thing I hated about race surfing was that it was so brutally